Hey everyone, welcome back to What's Inside the Bottle and Why It Works. My name is Brian Strickland. I'm joined today by Ed Jones, the owner and founder of Nutrition World. And if you're anything like me, chances are that you're under a lot of stress at any given moment. I've got 2 young kids, family scenarios, you name it. There's stressors that really just kind of permeate our life constantly these days, really. And we're all looking for some ways to manage that or mitigate it as much as possible. One of our favorite supplements and minerals is magnesium, and it can do a good job at doing that. But we wanted to bring attention to one particular chelated form that isn't really on the radar of a lot of people, we don't think. And this is CalmMag by Life Extension. And this is magnesium acetly-tuarate. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But really, just briefly, Ed, if you can give us a rundown of like what makes this unique as opposed to an elemental magnesium or even some of the other chelated magnesiums out there.
Thank you, Brian. And, I'm actually very excited about this new form. And it's not often that we have a newly created product. A lot of times it's just throwing together the same different ingredients in different ways. This actually is a new development, and I'm excited as I speak about magnesium often. There's 300 purposes in the body that magnesium relies on, and the way that they made this is very exclusive, very profound, because what we want when we're under stress, we produce adrenaline and cortisol. And it's funny because it's a double-edged sword. As we get under stress, we lose magnesium. The more magnesium we lose, the more sensitive we are to stress.
Right.
And the issue is most magnesiums do not cross the brain barrier. Almost none do, actually. There's only one small form, 3 and 8, that might. But this one is far more advanced than anything we've ever known. And when the magnesium's in the brain, you have a far more calming effect. I've taken this product several times because it's actually only been out a very short time, and I could feel within 30 minutes a calming sensation. It wasn't anything that would be druggy or make you lazy. It just was a calming, and that calming seems to be less and less prevalent in today's world. We are on edge. We're not like we were when we were younger, where we could bounce back in an hour and just keep on keeping on. But I am connected very deeply to the fact that we can build resilience, we can build this flexibility back within our system, but it takes lifestyle changes and nutrient intervention. And this product will pass the brain barrier within 30 minutes. And it just is amazing. And my sleep, I can tell a difference. And I also dream more vividly. What does that mean? That means I'm getting in more REM sleep.
Right, exactly. So not only for stress, but for sleep as well, it can be beneficial for sure. I wanted to chat just a little bit about what a chelate is. We've kind of mentioned that a couple times, and not everyone may be familiar with that term. So can you just cover what that is?
Well, chelate is really it's a Latin term. It means claw. And what they've done is they've taken the active ingredient, magnesium, and they've connected it with something else called taurine, which is an amino acid. Taurine's totally safe. It's part of a protein family. But what that does is it allows the body to readily pick it up and send it to different places. So it kind of tricks the body, I will say, but it's a good trick, and so that's why it allows it to go to the brain. And the issue with most magnesiums is it has 2 significant issues. One is almost none of them pass the brain barrier, but the other is it can cause loose stools. Well, that's not a happy camper when you do that, and it also is not helping you. And because the body relies on magnesium with 300 different systems, you're going to not be at your optimal if you're deficient. And stress makes you more deficient, and also proton pump inhibitors. What are those? Those are antacids that are prescribed or over the counter. They make you very deficient in magnesium.
Yeah, it can be it really can be a vicious cycle. I mean, when you think about it. And like you said, a lot of people are already deficient in magnesium. We're not getting enough from our diet. So supplements are where, we can fill in those gaps, obviously. But it's worth mentioning that this is actually made to be taken with an additional magnesium supplement, correct?
It is, because these are really kind of lower doses. We don't need a lot of this because it's passing the brain barrier. There's nothing wrong with just doing this. If you're eating a healthy diet, most people aren't doing that. So I will always still take 200 to 400 milligrams of normal magnesium in order to prevent muscle cramps, and in order to have good regularity, in order to keep my muscles better in the gym. But the other ones don't help my sleep at all.
Yeah.
Only this one is the first one I've ever done that has done that.
Yeah. Right. So there are other chelates that are more bioavailable for absorption, but if you're wanting it to cross the blood-brain barrier, that's where this taurate really comes into play. It's like you said, threonate is the other one that, there is some research on that, but the taurate is one that you've seen an effect on, and Life Extension has all the information that you need and the studies that back it up on their website, which we can link below. So yeah, this is definitely worth checking out. It's a great addition to your supplement regimen. If you haven't seen it yet, we wanted to get this on your radar. So we hope this was helpful. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to leave us a comment, leave a question, and like and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks everyone. Take care.
Thank you.